Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 4th of September today of the year 2022. It is, I just checked. This is Flosstube number 122. So it's been 2 weeks. What a busy 2 weeks. This week's been a little bit slower than last week, but I have touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 projects. So I have one of those is an FO, which it should have been a while ago, to be honest with you, but you know, it got put to one side and not picked up as much as I should have done. I've got one new start, which isn't the new start that I'm doing with Dee Dee's Crafts. I'm still waiting for the threads for that one, but we've had postal strikes and all sorts here in the UK, so the mail has kind of got backed up. I received the fabric for the other one, which I'm doing with Paula, so that's my new start this week. And I have a dilemma as well, which I'll share with you when I get to that project in question. I'll explain when I get there. Anyway, we will start with my FO. I'm sure you know what it is. I haven't posted it on Instagram or anything, just I've been a bit too busy and it's just got put to one side. Anyway, it is my yellow rose that I was that I received from New Craft Day. I always write on the thing where I had it from. This was a kit that was sent to me for review, and I finally finished it. I think I started it. I don't know what I did with the piece of paper. No, I don't know. I emptied the bag and it just, everything's been put away, so I don't know what I did with it as to when I started it. So anyway, this is the finish, and it looks fairly good, to be honest with you. The only thing I'm not a fan of is these very dark stitches in the petal here. It is on the original. And everything's just fell. It is on the original, and there's a little bit down here as well. This I kind of get, that I don't. So I'm not an absolute fan of those few black stitches there. But all in all, when you kind of hold it back, it's okay. So I just need to frame this now. This is on 14 count Ada, and it's stitched with everything that came in the kit. But it's come out okay. I was worried, I will tell you, I was worried. This was obviously a stamped kit, so you have to soak it afterwards to get the ink off. And as I was soaking it in the sink, this very pale yellow here, at first, within the first 2-3 minutes of being in the sink, it started to go like a very, very light green. And you know, when you're standing over something going on, no, please don't make a mess of it after I've just finished it. And then, as you can see, it within 10-15 minutes, all of the ink had gone and that went back to its normal colour. So it didn't affect the end product. So that's my FO. And it looks really good. So that's that one. Now I'm going to work through. Shall I share with you my new start first? Yes, I will. I think I put that further back though, didn't I? Yes. I'll have to show it you on the on my tablet, just because I don't have a print off yet. I just haven't got around to it. It is this one. I've started this one with Paula. Sampler Flowers, Feed the Soul. Looks good. I've only got it on Pattern Keeper at the moment. This is the one that I was using the sulky threads for. This was the sulky thread I chose, and Paula had that one as well, so we're both doing it in the same colour. It is number 4032 and it's called Iris. It doesn't say on the thing it's called Iris. I had to look that up before I started the video. So yeah, this is my new start. Oh, yesterday. No. Friday. Yeah, because it was the 2nd. Friday. This is on 22 count Hardanger in Antique White. And this is where I've got to. And it looks awesome. I am in love with the colour. When I first started, I started in this top left hand corner, and there was quite a lot of light blue. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you. There was a lot of light blue, and I was a little worried at first because it just didn't seem to stand out. But then as I got down the thread, it started looking absolutely amazing. I did intend to get it back out again yesterday, but just things didn't pan out the way they were supposed to. Not family problems exactly, it's just more of contact with a relative that we probably haven't seen in a few years, and that's our fault, you know. It's just kind of been left to the wayside, and it was my mum's only brother, so it's been a bit, you know, emotional. You find things out that you didn't know, like, and it's just, you have to take it all in. So yeah, you know, it just didn't pan out that way. Anyway, my next one is my Magic Study Rainbow version, artwork by Rose Khan, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Another one that me and Paula are stitching together, and the colours on this are just amazing. Barely any black. You've got to love barely any black. If I can get that back in, I'm not even going to try. Anyway, as always, there will be a picture of where it was the last time you saw it. And this has had 1,119 stitches put in the last 2 weeks. And it looks amazing. I think it's all of this part here that I've done. And maybe a little bit of colouring in here as well. But I tried to get a colour and just run with it. My fabric's not folded properly. This is on, I believe it's 25 count, 1/1 full cross. No, it's not. No, it's not, because it's 2/1. 20 count. Excuse me, right, for not checking. 20 count, 2/1. Full cross. And it's coming along fantastically. I love working on this one just because of the colours. They're so bright and vibrant. I'm not even going to put that away properly, just to save myself some time. I'm going to put it down there and come back to that one. The next one, I was just on a roll last week, by the way. That's why I've got so many projects to share with you. I didn't need to pull the whole thing out. Anyway, my next one is this one, which is the stocking I'm stitching for my grandson. I won this on a whip and chat. Not a whip and chat, oh my goodness. Adopt a whip. That's because I'm thinking I didn't do a whip and chat this week. And it's been on my mind. It's just, a lot of things have gone on and I forgot, so I apologise. Anyway, I won this on Adopt a Whip on Facebook. The lady had already started it, but I think she lost the heart to finish it. So, I don't think it needs to go down anymore. No, but I will, just so you can see it all. This one, I'm working from a paper chart, so I don't actually know how many stitches I've put in. But I think I filled in, this scarf only had the dark lines, I think, or the light lines, and I filled in the dark, I'm not sure. And then these, what actually are they? Oh, I see. They're the bells, the jingly bells hanging here. And then I've done all his buttons on the snowman. Finished his hat. I think I hadn't done that. Filled in here, and then I've gone up and done a lot of this blue over there as well. So quite a few stitches have gone into it this week. I'm still trying to stay on top of filling in this white background as well. I've got to jump in and fill this bit in. And then when I filled that bit in, and I think that's filled in. Yes. When I filled in this, and I finish, I think there's some in there to do as well. Then I'm going to do all the back stitching that is in this section right here, just because I don't like leaving it till the end, as it's not my favourite thing to do, but I like it when it brings the picture to life. This is on 14 count, Ada, whatever was in the kit that she sent me. And it's coming along nicely. I'm still hoping for that to be finished before Christmas so they can put it up for him. Get in. That one goes in easy, so I'll put that one in. The next one, temperature butterflies. I'm still behind. I have spent this morning trying to catch up. I got halfway there. I apologise if you can hear voices. The window is wide open because it's so warm in here today. It looks like we might be due a storm. So you can hear everyone out the back. So I apologise. Anyway, Temperature Butterflies by the Stitchin' Mummy. Now I'm more behind on one than the other just because I managed to finish the one this morning. But I didn't get round to finishing the second one. Anyway, yeah, this is August. I've managed to finish August. This is my birth year one, 1977. It's on 40 count Silvery Moon, 2/2. And as you can see, August has been fairly mild. No, yes, in 1977 it was a fairly mild August. It barely got into the oranges, just here and here. I think the top temperature was 25. I have my thingies here, August. No, actually it was 23. No, 25. 25 was the highest, and that is these oranges here. So not very hot in my birth year. So this is what it looks like as a whole at the minute. So I'm like 2/3 of the way through now. Looking good. And then this one is this year. This is on 36 count platinum, 2/2. And as you can tell, it has been way warmer. I have the rest of this to fill in. We are on September, which is the start of this one right here, and I am behind. I've only got September's to do on this one, and we're only 4 days in, so I've only got 4 days to do, but this one's the one that needs most of the work. But this is the easier one to stitch on, and I think that's why I don't mind leaving that one, because it's easier. It's only 36 count. 40 count I'm finding hard going. I think my eyesight's changing and I need to go and get them seen too. So I'm struggling with the 40 count at the minute. And out the way. Castles in the Air. No. Excuse me. I didn't put that in. Oh well. The next one. This is my dilemma. I've no idea what to do. It is Castles in the Air by Long Dog Samplers. It's coming along nicely. Really, really nicely actually. But have you ever, with the Long Dog Samplers, some people tend to do just the one colour throughout, which is what I am doing on this one. Although it's variegated, it is the same thread all the way through. Have you ever been stitching on something when it's been just one colour and you've just, when you've been working from Pattern Keeper, you've just followed it and you've not even thought about what's popping up in front of your face? Well, I've had that dilemma this week. Let me just share with you. I want to show you the right bit. Yeah. The bit I worked on is this bit right here. I finished this, or this. It was one side or the other. No, it was this side, because that's the side that's wrong. So I finished this, and then I jumped over and did all of this. This is on, I think it's 28 count, where's my label? 28 count opal linen in the colour Ice Grapes. Now, I have two little dilemmas, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so over here, at the end of this, you have this, which is just like a little 90-degree angle thing with something in the middle of it. Now, this side, I've been completely stupid, and I don't even know how I did it. Instead of putting it against that middle stitch right there, I've popped it there. So it is out of place if you compare it to this side, which I didn't notice until that owl came up and it was too close. So I've got to unpick that. Now before I show you my back, I'm going to share with you my other mistake. This is what I was referring to when you're just stitching away and you don't pay attention to what you're stitching. This and this. I stepped back from it when I got it out the other day, and I just looked at it properly from a distance. These are the initials of the designer, and I didn't realise that's what I was stitching at the time, so I would like to take them out and then like put my own in there, but because I'm only working in one colour, I don't usually show you guys my back, but I'm going, oh, I've just found a knot, never mind, but I'm going to. It doesn't look too bad, right? I have seen worse. Anyway, there's the L and there's the J. I can't figure out where the end is to unpick it from, and I'm scared if I cut a thread somewhere, it's going to lead to these coming undone. What would you do? I've got a long thread there. That could be. So I've got a long thread on that one from there. That could be where I jumped down and did this, or I jumped up from there and did that. So that one, maybe I can cut, if I cut it right down here and then sew in that end up there. This one I'm not so sure about. I'm stuck. And then the same again. Where's the thing? Here. Right here is that thing that's in the wrong place. And I don't have a long thread or anything that I could even think about cutting. What would you guys do? If you'd made that mistake, what would you do? It looks amazing, I'm not going to deny that. I'm really in love with it and the thread as well. But what would you do? Let me know. I need your guys' input. I don't think I've ever made a mistake that bad. I haven't even folded that properly. Oh well. Told you I had a dilemma. I wasn't joking. And I'm just not sure what to do about it. Let me know what you think. Just give me some tips, some ideas on how I can even begin about correcting that. Anyway, we'll move right along. The next thing I worked on is Riley's Yoda and Mandalorian helmet from VIP Cross Stitch. This is a counted cross stitch, this one. And this is where it's at right now. So I've been filling in a lot more of this yellow. This is 11 count, so it's 3 strands over 1. And it's from a paper chart as well, so I don't know how many stitches I've done. But it's looking good. I enjoy this when I'm sort of relaxed and I just want to, I know I still have to count stitches and stuff, but it's not that bad. That's that one. The next one, Pandemic. I got Pandemic out as well, and that's a surprise. I haven't touched it in a little while. Let me just, can't show you through there because the bag's not see-through. Anyway, it is the Long Dog Samplers Pandemic, which has been going on for like 2 years now and should be way further along than it is, but that's what you get when you have too many whips. I'm just going to check what that's on. Yes, I'm correct. Okay, so I'll show you where I worked on first, which is down this side. He was done but not his tail, so I've filled his tail in, and then I've dropped and filled the side border in as well, and then all of this and this. How many have I actually done? 1,369 stitches, so This bird was already done, but not what was underneath him. This bird wasn't, so I've done all of that. This bird, and I believe there was some of that leaf missing too, and then I've done everything underneath. So not a bad week actually. This one was just, once I got into the rhythm of stitching, I just kept going. This is on 22 count hard hanger, 1/1, in just 310. I wasn't brave enough to try anything else. But it's looking awesome. I am absolutely loving how it looks. I just think I'll be a bit more adventurous next time and try some different colours. Why not? So that's that one. I might get that one out again this week because I did thoroughly enjoy working on it. Hey, one more. This one I haven't touched in I would say a little while, but it's not a little while, it's a long while. I'm going to have to show you it on here because I don't have the cover thingy for it. It's in a fold, it's in a Polly Pocket somewhere. I've seen somebody with the front room around. It could be anywhere over there. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. It is this one. The Pixel, is it the Pixels That Made Us, I think it's called, but it's just my gamer piece, and that bit is missing, but it is on there, so the R is not actually complete in that picture. And again, this is one I'm stitching twice in case you're new to my channel. I have a 16-year-old son who wanted a cross stitch, but he's not really, there's not really anything that interested him until he saw this on another channel, and he liked it, and then Riley liked it, so Riley asked me if I could stitch it for him too, and I jumped on board straight off when Tyler said he wanted it, just because it's hard for him to find anything he'd actually have. So I've got 2 of these on the go at the same time. So there's the first one, and I've just really been filling in a little bit over here, but then coming down the middle in the A. These are both on 18 count Ada, 2/1. And then the second one, because I always, when I've stitched a part, let's say I grab this blue, which I think was 995, and it goes up here as well. I grab the blue, stitched all of this up to there, and then I always pick up this one and do the same, so that when I do one colour I complete that colour on this one too, and then I pick up another colour, do it on here, and then I pick up the other one too, so that they are always in exactly the same place, because I don't want to have to go back and stitch one again. But they are looking awesome, and it doesn't take long because it's not many stitches in each colour really. And although I've got it on Pattern Keeper, you can't search symbols because it just doesn't work that way. So I have to, when I colour a colour in and mark it off, it just all goes a flat grey colour. So it's not like looking at my chart. Come on. I can't tell by looking between my chart and my fabric what bit's what, because it's just all flat grey on there. I think I need a bigger bag for these, because I've got 2. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was everything. I don't think there's anything else. I would appreciate your guys' help on the Castles in the Air dilemma. Do I unpick it, don't I? How do I unpick it? Because I don't want to ruin whatever else is around it and is attached to that. I just can't believe I never noticed, you know. It was just stitching away as you do, marking it off, stitching away, marking it off, and because you like your face is all up in the cross stitches you're doing it, you don't notice these things until you step back, which is what I did, and that's when I noticed. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave it in, I know that much, and the little mistake, I could leave it, but I'm one of these people that silly little things like that irritate me, if that makes sense. I know it's there. They'll say, people have said to me before, oh, but no one else knows it's there unless you point it out, and I'm like, but I know it's there, and that it bugs the heck out of me. I don't know if any of you are the same, but that is the way I am. So I would like to be able to unpick it and do it again and do it right this time. So let me know your thoughts. They would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see what I can do from there. Thank you so much everyone for watching and for liking my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Other than that, I will do a whip and chat this week just because I forgot this week just gone. You know, it's been a crazy week, a really crazy week. So just expect a whip and chat this week. It will happen, I promise. Other than that, I will see you after that, not next weekend, the weekend after, for my next Flosstube update. So take care everybody, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.